Hey folks, let's win some CosmoTank, because I gotta practice. Because I will be in Retrothon tomorrow, so yeah. Let's get to it. Alright, so... Okay, just hold this button. Alright. Cool. Now, the trick is to remember what is Aura's RNG manipulation. I've completely forgotten it. Alright. Let's look at it real quick. Alright, there it is. Alright, so you go up, you run over the first bug, you run over the second bug, so you run over 2, you shoot 3 times, and okay, cool, sounds good. Let's try that. So, yep, we know. Yes, please. Okay. Alright. Run over 1 bug. Go left. Run over another bug. Shoot 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Also, try not to die is the important part here. And then hopefully, well, you just power up. And the rest of the run is a little bit on the tricky side, but the rest is pretty much this. And then sometimes, though, it's going to shoot a big one, so you got to be careful. All right, cool, we got it. Run over 2 bugs, shoot 3 times. Sometimes you explode and that's life. And what are you gonna do? Not explode? Alright. Okay. Alright, so. Ready on quest mode and go. Yep. Run over 1 bug. Run over another one. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was bad. And then sometimes bugs just be rude and shoot fast. But that's okay. You just gotta deal with it. So my marathon safe route involves getting the wiggle beam as soon as humanly possible. Oh, alright. When this happens, we just go in here. Thank you. And just go pop back out. And then we hope that we get another bug. We don't. The rest, that's the biggest RNG part of this run right now. There we go. We're good. Because once the big bugs start spawning, they will usually keep spawning. But when they don't, that's okay. You got a safety. And this saves usually more time than it takes on the boss. Because the wiggle beam is just such a huge time saver. It is ridiculous how much time the wiggle beam saves. Well, you know, we're gonna farm a little bit at the start. That's okay. There we go. We got a wiggle. Now, if I was a very good speedrunner, I would have counted. All right. So Desa is. Well, I'm rusty as heck. So that was my exit. Desa is. You do a zigzag on the right. Wiggle beam is just so good. So good. Alright, and then you just keep going up. Sometimes you'll get lucky and get some. So, optimally, you would get, like, just a few upgrades and then finish your wiggle. Ow, forgot about those. Is this a refill? Probably isn't. Nope, sure is not. Absolutely. No, oh no, it's the time waster. That's even worse. Alright, and then this one is... Oh, okay, yeah, you just... turn left, and then... Oh, thank you. Just go all the way forward, and then turn left again. Oh, nice, you level up. Perfect. Perfect timing.
That's great.
That is great. Alright, now we just gotta kill this boss. I know kill is pretty harsh, but you know, you just gotta do your best.
Just do that.
And there we go. Oh, wait, hold on. That wasn't it. There we go. Now we're heading to Manoa. Wait, that's not the one. That is the one on the right. This one. Yes. We're Manoa.
Just do your best.
There we go. That's the sled. And now we just have a little bit of fun with the shmup part of this game. Also, this game is a button masher, so I cannot play this game too long, because it will wreck my hands. Hey, another level. Ideally, we want to fill up on bombs here, but there's really nothing we can do aside from just defeating enemies as quickly as possible, because you, like, nearly everything you do in this game is RNG manipulation, so you need to know exactly what to do to, like, manipulate, like, the results in ways that you want, and I just don't, there's just too much. There's just too much of it. It would be great to get some of, like, the big rocks to get some bombs. Not today, I guess. Thanks, Lugia. Alright, cool. So, Manoa, we're just gonna go to the right and ow. Right, we need to go right on Manoa. Yep. And after two, okay, we go to the right. After two walls, we say hi to Andy. Hi, Andy. And our good friend R&D has developed a new upgrade for us. Alright, and then we do, one of those, what do you call it? Like, the kind of like drill, like hand-operated drill that has like a very large square taken out of it. That's the shape we're making right now, like kind of like this. All right, and then we just keep going up and try to dodge those giant monsters. Yeah, shove off, buddy. Ow! Well, at least they're good for refilling bombs. Alright, let's just go in here. Oh my gosh! And then, we do just like a big sideways S. There's an S. That S was pretty lazy. Just this line on its side. Then we go up, and then, yep. There we go. And then there's a boss. The worst boss. We despise this boss. Absolute worst boss in the game. You do not want to get hit by those. This is pretty much the whole boss fight. We just keep shooting in the face and hope that we don't get this. So okay, now we can't take any risks. Risks are gone. There we go. Sometimes the boss will shoot off to the side. Now keep in mind, without the wiggle beam, this boss fight would be 4 times long. Oh, there we go. Really can't take any chances with this one. Because if you die, you lose the wiggle beam. And at this point, losing the wiggle beam is horrible. It is a run ender. So we don't want that to happen. It would be real bad. I mean, it's not a run. I mean, it is a run ender. It just makes the run like last a lot longer. Which, if you are committed to the run, well, there's not a lot you can do about it. Also, all boss fights are essentially audio cue based. I have to listen to make sure I'm hitting the boss. There we go. And he just sits there and shoots footballs. There we go. Whew. Yay! Now we're going to a Quell, which is the marathon safe route that I prefer. Yes.
Just do your
There we go. It is Easter, that's right. So yeah, the second boss fight, probably worst of the game. The Manoa worm. Just probably my least favorite worm. Or centipede, it's probably a centipede, right? Yeah, let's call it a centipede. Anyway, I don't like them. They're the worst. They make this run a chore. Everything else pretty okay, though. To be fair, though, Greg, the final boss of the game, is kind of a handful. Alright, so we're pretty much full on everything. The rest is just, well, destroying enemies to level up. And get more health. Because this game has levels. It's kind of an RPG, sort of. Not really. Is this game a Metroidvania? It might be, actually. I think it does count as a Metroidvania. Because you have levels, and you're, like, getting new abilities and unlocking areas, and you can pretty much just go wherever. I think this, wow, this game's a Metroidvania. Huh. Nice. There we go, level up. Wiggle Beam is just the best. All hail the Wiggle Beam. When in doubt, you gotta wiggle. There we go. So, a Quell is relatively simple. We're basically just going to the right here. There's gonna be a cave that we want to get in. There it is. It's a very simple cave. Basically, there's a bunch of bosses to beat. We're just gonna do them in sequence. Most of these are damage races. I think you start at the right and go to the left. I think that's how this works. Do not give energy to the life core. Remember, it's important. If you're fast enough, you don't even get hit once. This doesn't work with the weird tripod bosses, though. I think it only works with this one. Oh. Sorry, busy. Okay, it might work with this one. You know what? It's probably better to just always race them. Hey! Hello, friend! Now the third one frees our buddy here. Thanks! I'm George! Gregor! Greg, the ultimate weapon, has been unleashed upon the world. Well, the galaxy, kind of. So anyway, we're gonna stop him, but first we need, well, we don't need, but it would be really good to have the pulse beam. It's right over here. Alright. There we go. Alright, now we have the pulse unit. Hey! So, the pulse unit is the ultimate marathon safety unit. It basically lets you charge up a very powerful beam and unleash it at any point where you're fighting. It's, you know, I think I've done the math, and the wiggle beam is actually, like, it's marginally better. If you can land regular consecutive hits, the wiggle beam is better. However, the pulse, when you're in fights where there's moments where you can't hit the boss, well then you can charge the pulse beam, and that's actually going to result in more damage. Since, like, anytime you're actually not hitting an enemy, if you're using that time to charge, then that's a win. You're, like, turning that time into more damage. Alright, so we just keep going forward until we can't, and then we go right. There we go, some more bombs. Okay, we don't, that's the worst. We want to be ahead of this one. Because otherwise... There we go. Because otherwise, we are in the bad situation of only being able to shoot in a spot where we get hit. And you won't want that. Also, fun fact, you only, basically, in this game, in the first-person segments, you're kind of controlling your tank, even though you can really just look left and right. If you don't look at a shot, it won't hit you. That's how this works. So we are going to Gadam. So, Aqual is super simple. We just go to the right. And then we enter the airport. There we go. Alright, we want to go, nope. Gadam, lower right.
Just do your best.
Alright, there we go. So, end of the flying segments, that is a good question. It's... I think it's a mix of, like, time and, like, enemy, like, spawns. There's waves. Eventually, like, it will switch from one type of wave to the other. It's probably... It's either time-based or spawn-based, because sometimes you will only get part of an enemy wave, and it'll literally, like, where it's supposed to spawn like 4 enemies, it's just gonna spawn like 1. And then as soon as that enemy's gone, you get to the planet. Also, I think this game has a hard limit of only 4 enemies on screen at a time, or something like that. It is kind of wild how it keeps doing the best it can to, like, make it seem like it's more, but I think it's 4. I could not quite believe it when Aura told me. See? Oh, no. Here we go. Yep. Each of those 3, and then we get some, like, big rocks. Nope, just 1 rock, and we're done. Alright, welcome to Gadam. So, basically, Gadam, where are we going? Right, we're in the middle of an H-shaped area. We want to go pick up some upgrades. First of all, we need to try to not get hit by those jerks. There's going to be an upgrade right over here. Basically gonna let us do stuff. R&D gonna give us shield. There we go. So, now, we can walk over the damage areas that we couldn't before. And now I think we just need to, like, beat up some stuffs. I was wrong. I'm not supposed to go in here. Well, that's why I'm rusty. So, we did the thing, we go up and pick up the other one. Right, because there's a couple of enemies you need to defeat to, there we go. Now we can just walk over here. Well, walk, you know. Ambulate, there we go. We defeat one of those friends. Go. It's tempting to damage boost, just like damage race those, but it's a bad idea because if you die, you lose everything. And that's bad. So, we did the 1, we got the 2. So, we go to the bottom right, and then that should be it. Hi. Yep, leave me alone. Alright, here we go. Right, there's death pits on this planet, I think. Just gotta be careful about the death pits. Don't get deaded by the death pits. It's bad. Another career-ending mistake over there. Here we go. Hey, alright, cool. So we gotta be real careful. You can kind of spot them. So I'm going up, right? Yep, I'm going up. So right above here should be, yep, you can spot them. They're a slightly different color. If you walk on top of them, you die. That's it. Just bang. It's gone. Forever no longer existing. All right, we just fall into this hole. And then we just go. All right, so in this one, we just keep going forward, and then we turn left and then right. So straight, left, right. There we go. I have a little map next to me, which is very useful. Because otherwise, how would you? Whee! Oh gosh, it's awkward. See, this is the kind of stuff, like, if there's a space where you can't really hit an enemy for too long, well then you can, like, use that opportunity to charge up a charge beam. Not too many boss fights use it. The one that could use it the most is the worst one in the game, and we do that one before we get the wiggle beam, the pulse laser, because it's a requirement. Alright, there we go. Let's go to DN1. So, ow! Okay, sure. So we go up, right, and we gotta be careful. Thankfully, using Game Boy Color, it's easy to pick out where the murder pits are. I would like to go to another planet, please.
Just do your best.
I'm just gonna do my best. And we just hope to, like, you know, get some life back. I think you can still earn experience in this one. It just refills your health. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, my thumb is starting to, like, get a heck of a workout. There aren't enough games out that just are multiple games. I really appreciate it. That, like, oh yeah, this is a shmup, and also a top-down tank game, and also a first-person dungeon crawler. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Whoops. Oh no! Alright, DN1, fairly straightforward. First we go to the right. Ow. These things. There we go. There's gonna be a lot of falling into holes on DN1. And then we take a right, and that's it. Did I say right? I meant left. Right, then we just go straight up. Well, forgot about those. Should not forget about those, but thankfully if you just go up, you should be okay. Next, don't, okay. Right and then left. Thankfully the game always puts you back where you were pointing first. Well, I mean, once the fight's over. Alright. And then we're gonna wiggle a lot, left and right. It doesn't super matter. Right, we want to stop these, okay. These are very explosive lovers. We need to stop them from kissing. Because if we don't, they blow up the world. We don't want that to happen. Alright, and then we just, okay, left, straight, right, right. Go. Huh. Alright, you. So, we're just gonna keep shooting this jerk. Oh gosh, okay. We're gonna try not to embarrass. There we go. Okay, friend is here. Friend is here. We want to stay away from the friend. Oh gosh, we hecked it up. Well, that's bad. Alright. So we lost the wiggle beam. Now we're back to regular shots. So this is going to take a way lot longer. So basically this fight is all about dodging. Left. Whoop. It's okay though. Like, this was not a record run. So this is how the fight usually goes. This is kind of why I'm doing this, because I needed to practice, honestly. There we go. So, yep, no more Wiggle Beam, but that's okay. We can just use the Charge Beam. And if you use a Charge Beam to open up this capsule... Oh no! Whoops! We used too much power. Oops. And now we have all units. And now we can see Greg. We can go say hi to Greg. So, yep, we're back to our extremely bland little pea shooter. Oh, well.
Just do your best.
This is why I have a higher estimate than usual, because, you know, stuff happens. Also, without the Wiggle Beam, suddenly, everything's a little bit more of a chore. I kind of appreciate also how, your shot changes color in space, because why not? Sometimes enemies spawn on top of you, and that's rude. Sure, whatever. Oh, there we go. Thankfully, in space segments, like, they're pretty generous, usually. If you can get, like, a bunch of enemies that just keep dropping power-ups, you should be good to, like, you know, get in a better spot. Oh, hey, it's Greg. Well, the guardian of Greg. The cool thing is, like, usually when it starts shooting to the side, it will usually shoot twice to the side. So that gives you, like, a chance to get in there. There we go. It's a surprise. Like, whoa, no, there's a boss. You need to, like, graduate to be able to arrive into Greg. So basically, Greg, we want to go up to the right, and then once... Yeah, there's gonna be a, yeah, we don't go that way. You know, though, if we can wiggle up on these enemies, though, we will absolutely do it. Because that will save us. Oh, well, we tried. Thanks for nothing, small enemies. Alright, so... So then we take a big, wide turn to the left. And then we just go down, and then we turn left again. Make a little square. It's refi time. If you're real good with your timing, you can shoot pretty fast. There's a specific cadence to it. Oh, dang it. You'll notice I can aim up and down. This has very little effect on most bosses. Only the last boss in the game actually does something different when you do that. Oh, don't get hit. You don't want to get hit. See how long it takes when you don't have the wiggle? Oh, Wiggle Beam, you were too good for us. There we go. Oh, hi, Chibigans. Thank you so much for dropping by. Happy Easter. We have destroyed the life core. Alright. Oh, you again. Come on. There we go. Alright. So. We just need to... Whoops. Oh no! Okay, yeah, you gotta be careful about those. Alright, get right in there. Okay, this is a very tricky one. So we want to go left first. Alright, this is going to be a big room of refights, and we really don't like them, but this boss is actually okay with the pulse. Now that we have the pulse, we're actually in a way better spot. Oh, there you are. You do not want to get hit by those things because they will freeze you. Like, a lot of the bosses have these like little cross-shaped projectiles. They always do something different, and you never want to get hit by any of them. The last boss has a specifically mean one. There we go. Alright. So we've destroyed the life core, thank you. And then we go down, past, through that intersection again. Would be good to get another power-up. That would be actually pretty kind of great. There we go, thank you. Alright. You again, rematch time. There we go. See, that's with the pulse. You can make some pretty good time. Alright. Now we go again in that intersection, except we turn to the right. Right over here. And then we go left, and then we should be out of this section. And then we go up, and should be a stop on the right. Not this one, on the right. Where is it? There it is. You again. It is real tricky to actually not get hit by this jerk. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. There we go. Alright, so that opens up a door in the next segment. This one. Alright, so we basically make a left. And then we circle around the top of the map. Oh, I'm out of bombs. That's bad. This is the worst, the most time-wastery enemy in the entire game, by the way. This jerk will just keep wiggling around, making it very difficult to actually hit him. Also, in a lot of these maps, like in all of these places, I could have gone for like to get a map item or something else, but I've just been skipping all of these because I have previous knowledge of the layout and everything. There's also like you can beat a mini boss to make the final boss easier to just, hey, we got the wiggle beam. Okay, I'm gonna put a save state down here because I actually need to practice this final boss fight, so that's gonna be useful for me. So we just got the hi. So yep, this is the inventor. Who has Greg? This is Greg. Welcome to Greg. Greg has an impenetrable force field. That's okay, though, because you can just shoot off Greg's hands. The hands are the things that are actually generating the force field. Alright, no more force field. And then you want to shoot the middle, but it's real hard. Also, the boss will sometimes shoot stuff at you. Like shoot one of those, yeah, that one. You don't want to get hit by that one. That one will literally, like, eject you from the boss fight, and you need to fight, you need to do this whole thing again. But now it's gone, because we kind of did the thing where, if you aim at it in the center, you can shoot it out. Now it's gone. So the whole fight is about pretty much like dodging all these shots and trying to actually like get a good angle. You can actually like use pulse shots to shoot the boss in the face. There we go. Also, I guess you could also just, like, shoot its hands. The task just shoots his hands repeatedly forever. But you can also, like, shoot it in the face and such, and that gives, like, some better results. The whole point of getting the pulse unit is to, like, be able to take down the shield on this boss. I still need to, like, work out some optimal strategies, but there's some, like, good things you can do to cinch this, make it a little bit. There we go. So see, we died a bunch. We had some like unfortunate events, but we still got under 40. So that's why my estimate is 40 for the marathons. But the world record is about 30, so that's pretty good. So we did it. We beat Greg. Oh no, yeah, Carbonite was carbonating. And that was it. That was CosmoTank. So yeah, record run, about 9 minutes quicker than that. To be fair, losing the Wiggle Beam adds a bunch of time, and last level without Wiggle Beam is very long. Oh, thank you. Tiger Alpha 1, that's our tank, has successfully completed her mission. Yeah! Turning the base. I like games where you are tanks. Well, high-tech sci-fi space tanks, specifically. Thank you. So, now we have... I'm gonna lock this down. Alright, so I have a couple of practice saves. Let's try... So, that's done. Now, let's just try out some stuff. I'm going to show you how it is when you just use the Wiggle Beam for the entire fight. Let's see how long this is. Okay, we have your station. We can stop me now. Can't stop me now. It's having a good time with this giant boss. There we go. Yeah, you can shoot. You can just barely shoot. There's like the left claw or something. There we go. So you can just shoot the left claw forever. Or the right claw, whichever, like, claw you prefer. And just keep the shield on there. You can be a little rock and roll and stay in the middle, but if you get hit with that, like, cross-shaped beam, it's all over. Also, it is very hard to land hits when Greg is moving away from you. If you are a tool-assisted run, you can stay in the middle the whole time and just dodge left and right. But you need to have reflexes of steel to be able to do that. And dodge those yams. They don't look as much as pineapples or footballs. They kind of look like yams. Whoops. Have I mentioned this is a long boss fight? It's kind of ridiculous just how much of a chunk of this entire speedrun is taken up by the final boss. You don't even get a life bar. It's just, nope, just keep fighting. Very long boss fight. The task makes relatively short work of this one, but it's still a pretty long fight. It's not supposed to take this long, though. Gosh, this is forever. The forever boss fight. It's kind of funny at this point. I wonder if the boss is healing during this time. We don't know. It could be it. It could be that, like, it's slowly healing because of that shield. There we go. So just shy of 6 minutes is how long it takes to beat this boss. If you're just using Wiggle Beam strats. Well, if I am just using Wiggle Beam strats, you know. So.
Oh no! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Whew. Now, with the charge beam, can't stop me now. So we shoot the hands. Ow. Oh no, we got hit. Yep, just ejects you from the fight.
Oh no!
That's how rude this is. You just get ejected. Great! There we go, right? Alright, now that everything, the face is also gone. Oh.
Oh no! That wasn't supposed to happen.
It was not. Let's try again. Would you please let me hit your hand? Thank you. Alright. There we go, alright. Then you shoot the dome. Oh no, not my dome.
Oh no! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Practice, takes a lot of practice. Alright. Alright, so that's one thing gone. Right, shoot the face. Alright, 1 minute 10. So, this is why we get the wiggle beam, because it saves you 5 minutes at the final boss. And, so if you do this correctly...
Oh no! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Greg goes down pretty quick. And the fun thing is, if you keep dying and you lose all your lives and you have to continue, you still start right outside that boss fight. You just have half health. But you still have the wiggle beam, so you can just keep going. And yeah, so yeah, 1 minute 10, that's better. That's way better. So once you do that, then saving 5 minutes that's about, like, I think it takes me about 3 to 4 minutes to make a detour to go get the pulse beam, and it kind of pays for itself, and also serves as marathon safety, so that's fun. So yeah, that's why we wiggle. That is why we wiggle. Let's give that another shot. One thing I wonder is, once you've destroyed the main points, what if you just shoot him with the wiggle beam? Let's see if the combo ends up being better. This is good to find out some stuff. Okay, well, certainly don't get hit with that, though. I was a little bit too eager there.
Oh no! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Beware of Gregor's overwhelming strength. Beware how? There's not a lot we can do. I know there is overwhelming strength. Kind of whiffed it. Right? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's actually, once you destroy all the bits, if you have the wiggle beam, it's actually a little faster to just unload on the face and general body area. That's good to know. That's probably, yeah, the most efficient Greg I think I can have. So yeah, now we know. We're in much better shape. Thanks, Ara. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. All right. Okay. Cool. So I should probably stop now because I gotta get ready for my Cuso Grande match, but you know, it's pretty good to know that Greg can be defeated in very efficient ways. Let's try it again. Oh, well.
Oh no!
That was bad. Don't do that.
Wasn't supposed to happen.
Please be careful when crossing the street, especially when Greg, the giant space mutant, is shooting. You know, in the middle of it, is what I would say. Right, how many? Well, okay, sure. Sometimes Greg just doesn't want to die.
That wasn't
I mean,
supposed
fair
to
enough,
happen.
Greg. I mean, but, you know, we're kind of speedrunning the game here. Sorry to take that hit. Usually hard to avoid. Yeah, 53 seconds. Yep, alright. So, yeah, sub 1 minute Greg. Oh, there we go. So, that's it for me. So, thank you so much for dropping by, folks. I will be on Cuso Grande in a little bit, so, hey, maybe go say hi there. I'll be tweeting about it. So, yeah, you know what? Someone else, we all have our own Gregs that we have to, like, deal with. So, let's do our best with that. So thanks for dropping by, and now I feel way more confident about the CosmoTank run tomorrow. So, yeah, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the cheers. I'm glad to have you in my corner. So take care of you, because you're worth it and you deserve it. Let's keep making wonderful things together. Bye-bye. Now let's see what the heck I'm going to be playing in Cuso Grande in an hour.